Hi, I'm Chuck Lionberger, and welcome to Accent Excellence. Coming up on this month's show, we'll have a special edition talking about mental health in Roanoke County Public Schools, but we're also going to introduce you to the Northside High School championship team here, and they are all ready to come together to do what? Play unified. Stay tuned. Accent Excellence starts now. Hi, and welcome back to Accent Excellence. We're at Northside High School. It's homecoming weekend here at Northside, and you can hear they're doing the pep rally right now behind us. Joining me is Wanda Flora. She's the special ed teacher at Northside. And of course, Nancy Morehouse from Special Olympics Virginia is back and joining us here on the show. You've seen Nancy many times as we talk about Little Feet Meet, another exciting event here at Northside. But today we're talking about something even bigger than Little Feet Meet. Now let's stop and think about that, because Little Feet Meet is already the world's largest Little Feet Meet, and we're doing something even bigger today. Nancy, what's up?
So today, Northside High School is being recognized as a national banner school under the Unified Champion Schools program. So Northside has been a Unified Champion School since 2010, which was the year they hosted the first Little Feet Meet. But what a lot of people in our community may not know is not only do they welcome 1,200 elementary kids to their school and put on the Little Feet Meet, but every day, every week of the year, they are creating an inclusive school community and have fully developed what we call a unified generation here at Northside High School.
So talking a little bit about the Unified, and it's the Unified team, Wanda, so how did this all start, and kind of describe the team?
We have a unified club and also a unified track team at this time. We're trying to get more sports started with the unified. Right now we have partners that come in with my students with intellectual disabilities and join in for, we have club meetings, we have after school fun, we go out to eat kind of thing. We all have a blast. They're included so much. I have students begging to be able to come to my room to help out and be part of the club, and it's a very rewarding experience.
So these are students that, as you're talking about with the track team specifically, they are going out just like the varsity team. They are going and they're competing at the same events.
Yes.
And participating and doing running. That has to be really incredible for these kids.
It is very incredible. We're right there with the competition track teams, and our unified team is also there at the same time, same place, all competing together. So it's very rewarding for my students and myself to see them get the awards, just like the general football, basketball, track teams. They also receive the award.
And Nancy, of course, this is all part of Special Olympics. We could be seeing some kids that, maybe heading to the state Special Olympics, or even national or even global Special Olympics.
One of the really wonderful things is part of this Unified School Partnership also involves our local Special Olympics program, and the leaders are very, very involved in the Unified Champion Schools, and they work with all of the teachers to also get them involved in all of the programs that are going on in our community, not just during school. And some of those, these students here at Northside, they'll also be able to go on to the summer games in Richmond and really be celebrated as part of our statewide opportunities as well.
And you talk about celebration, and coming back to today's pep rally, again, you can hear all the excitement that is going on around us right now. When that was announced, the cheer, what did that make you feel like? The cheers from the crowds, the students?
It made me feel really good because they don't understand what that means to my students. Being able to be the center of attention and be recognized, and it brings tears to my eyes because my kids get so excited.
Part of it also, I think, makes it really important because these students are athletes. Yes. Just like the football team that's being recognized or the basketball team, these are athletes, and they are exceptional athletes, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I go with the team every year, the ones that go to state in Richmond, and it is a very rewarding experience.
And there's significant training that takes place.
Yes. We have practice, and just like any other sports team, we have practice after school, and go through the workouts and everything preparing for the big track meet in Richmond.
Well, it's a fantastic recognition. Congratulations to Northside. Thank you
very much.
To Special Olympics for being here and for recognizing Northside. And we're hoping that maybe in the future we'll see more schools in around the area that will also be nationally recognized for being unified. So thank you guys so much for being with us, and stay right there because we have a lot more Accent Excellence still to come.
The Roanoke County Sheriff's Office presents the Avoid Program, a personal safety class designed to help citizens with information, tips and tricks to help gain awareness of their surroundings, strategies to help plan for the unexpected, and the confidence to deal with encounters that may arise in order to enhance personal safety. The cost of the class is 10 canned goods or non-perishable items, which will be collected at the beginning of the class. Registration is on a first-come, first-served basis. For more info, call 540-283-3107.
It is important for both restaurants and homeowners to help keep our waterways clean and safe. Never pour cooking oil or grease into sinks, parking lots, or streets. The oil and grease can enter our waterways through storm drains. Always try to recycle the oil and grease or put it into the trash. If you have a spill, clean it up by using a drying agent like cat litter. Never hose down spills. Keep dumpster and trash can lids closed. Restaurants should clean floor mats and garbage cans in a mop sink. It's easy to keep our waterways clean by doing the right thing.
Hi, and welcome back to Accent Excellence. Joining me now is Dr. Shawn Hughes. She's the Associate Director of School Counseling here at Roanoke County Public Schools. And Dr. Hughes, we're talking about, frankly, the fact that we're talking. We're talking about mental health. Not something that people are real comfortable even discussing. And we're out and we're trying to get people to talk and say mental health matters.
Right, Chuck. At Roanoke County Public Schools, we want to be on the side of encouraging our parents to talk about mental health. It is difficult. Teenagers struggle, and being a teenager is a difficult thing to do, even if you don't have any mental health issues. But what we know is they face a lot of stressors, and they need to be able to talk to adults about it. And for us, we would like the parents to be able to be on the front end of talking to their students about those concerns.
And I guess the first challenge, as we were saying, is that even the fact of kind of telling parents and telling students, it's okay to talk about this.
It is. Again, mental health, talking about those issues is a struggle, but we want them to be able to have that communication, to keep those lines of communication open, and to ask open-ended questions. We also want parents to be comfortable hearing whatever answer their teenagers may provide. Sometimes the answers that a teenager may share may be a little scary or not what the parent thinks that the teenager is actually dealing with. But being able to just listen, to hear what their teenager is saying, and then to try to offer support and be empathetic.
Speaking of supports, that's one thing that we are trying to do to help students and parents and provide more support. We've been holding a series of parent meetings. It started back in September. It's continuing now into October. Again, all about that theme that mental health matters. Tell me about those parent meetings.
So yes, we are offering 5 different parent meetings at all of our middle schools in Roanoke County. We have partnered with our community partners, so Blue Ridge Behavioral Health Care, and then the Suicide Prevention Council of Roanoke Valley has partners with Roanoke County to share information about mental health issues as well as suicide prevention. So one of the first things that they go into is just what are mental health issues? What is normal teenage development? And then as a parent, when should I be concerned about my particular student? So they actually talk about some of the mental health issues. For example, two of the most popular mental health issues that teenagers have to face are anxiety and depression. So what are those symptoms? What are the things that you look for? When should you be concerned as a parent? And then also talking about suicide prevention, how to have that conversation with your student, and asking those questions. Are you suicidal? Are you thinking about hurting yourself? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? And then providing some protective factors. We know that protective factors are a wonderful thing for our students. There's a lot of things that parents can do to help their student. Providing quality time, just having dinners in the evenings as much as possible with their family, asking them how their day is going, but most importantly, being willing to listen. And then being involved as much as possible. Maybe they're attending their students' activities, getting to know their friends, being a part of just all of the things that their teenager is a part of would also help the student. And then fostering relationships. It's really important that students have a relationship with someone. So it doesn't matter necessarily whether it's a brother or a sibling. It could be any trusted adult. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a teacher at school or a counselor. It could also be, someone out in the community.
One of the things that I found that was very interesting, and it's a rather surprising and some almost scary fact: 1 in 5 teens during the teenage years either have or will develop some sort of mental health issue. This is not something that's it's just a few people deal with this kind of situation. That's 20% of the entire teenage population.
That's correct. And students need a support system in order to be able to deal with that.
And we have a lot of support systems, and we'll be talking more about that in our next segment here on Accent Excellence. But before we wrap up this, there was another piece that we were talking about also in the meetings, and it's dealing, kind of taking a slight step over to safety and security. And we're talking a little bit about a new family safety pledge that we are encouraging families to consider, and it's all related to gun safety.
Right, so we are encouraging parents to have that communication with their student, and we're certainly supporting it's okay if you have a firearm, but we want to make sure that our students are safe. And so we would like for families to agree that if they do have any type of firearm, that they're willing to keep that locked up and out of the reach of any child. A lot of times children spend the night with other children, and so it would be a great community effort for everyone to, agree to keep their guns and ammunition separate, and also to make sure that everything is always locked up in order to ensure the safety of and well-being of our children.
And this is a partnership that we've worked with some local families, and you can find that pledge on the safety and security page of the Roanoke County Public Schools website. And stay right there, though. We've got a lot more to discuss to talk more about how Roanoke County Public Schools is adding resources to the schools for mental health issues. So stay right there. More Accent Excellence is coming up.
A house will always look like a house, but what makes a house a home?
Laughter.
Kindness.
Oh, there it is.
Love.
Hope.
Family. Could you provide a home to a local youth in need?
Learn more about foster care today and help make a house a home.
A little soap and water can go a long way. When you wash your car in a driveway, the soap, oil, and grease can flow into storm drains and pollute our rivers and streams. Always try to wash your car on the lawn. This will allow the water to soak into the ground. If you have to wash your car in a driveway, make sure the water drains onto your lawn and not a storm drain. Use a biodegradable soap. Dump your wash bucket in your sink or allow it to filter through the grass. It's easy to keep your car and our waterways clean by doing the right thing.
Hi, and welcome back to Accent Excellence. We're continuing our conversation about how mental health matters here at Roanoke County Public Schools, and joining me is Dr. Shawn Hughes. She is our Associate Director of School Counseling. And Dr. Hughes, in a previous segment, we were talking about the program Mental Health Matters and parent meetings and outreach, but we've done a lot more. And in fact, we're here in the school board meeting room, and the school board has done a lot more when it comes to mental health in Roanoke County Public Schools, and it's all around a new concept called the Life Counselor.
Right, so our Life Counselors, that stands for Leading Individuals and Fostering Empowerment. Currently, Chuck, we have 5 student assistance counselors, and the school board has approved for us to have an additional 5 licensed mental health counselors.
And these would all be located in the middle and high school. So before they were shared, 1 per middle high, and now every middle school, every high school has a dedicated mental health counselor, and that's in addition to the regular school counselors, isn't it?
That's correct.
This will be a huge resource. Why is it so important that we have more licensed, trained mental health counselors, especially in our secondary schools?
We know that our students are facing a lot of mental health issues. As we talked about before, 1 in 5 students are struggling with a mental health issue during their school years. What we also know is that students will access counselors if they're readily available in our school system. And when students do better socially, emotionally, they will do better academically.
Also, and we had talked about relationships, and this may be where relationships become even more important because of students who are possibly currently experiencing or maybe showing initial signs of experiencing some sort of trouble. The speed by which they get assistance can often be a lot longer than you think.
Yes, and by having the additional counselors, we're providing access to students. So when a student's concerned, they can refer themselves. If a parent's concerned, they can certainly call the Life Counselor and get access that way. And then teachers can refer as well. So I think immediate access is the key. Overall, Chuck, it takes from the onset of symptoms 8 to 10 years for youth to be treated for a mental health issue. So if we can do the prevention piece and meet with those students, talk to those families when those types of issues are occurring, we can help our students to get better resources and treatment earlier.
And to be honest, this has, and this concept of adding mental health counselors has a significant component when it comes to safety and security, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We want our students to feel safe in our school environment. We want our kids to feel connected. We want our life counselors as well as our other counselors to build relationships with kids. So this opportunity enables us to be able to do that. What we know is that by improving mental health, that we're going to see decreases in areas such as increases in improved attendance. We're going to see better behaviors with our students, hopefully a lot less anxiety with our students, and just a better social climate.
Unfortunately, we have seen countless and far too many examples of some of the safety disasters that have happened at schools all across the nation. And for many of them, you heard, if only we had seen the signs, maybe we could have stopped something like this before it happens. This is where we're trying to catch those signs.
Absolutely, and as part of our 3-pronged approach with our life counselors, we hope to do lots of education. Education not only with our students on what to look for, when to refer a friend, when to be concerned about yourself, but also to provide some education on mental health topics to our parents and also our staff.
Now throughout the schools, and this was another piece that actually kind of plays into it, we have put up a series of posters all throughout the school that say, see something, hear something, say something, and we're kind of coming back to where we began our conversation, that it's okay to talk about this. It's okay to say something. If you're seeing something concerning, you're not being a narc or a rat. You may be helping somebody that is in some way, shape, or another asking for help.
Absolutely. One of the programs that we're also looking at is a program that's called Signs of Suicide, and it follows an acronym called ACT. Acknowledge that there's actually something going on with a friend. Care, be empathetic, let them know that you do care about them. But then the last part, Chuck, is tell. tell a trusted adult. So we really want to open up those lines of communication. We want to make sure that students feel supported and that they know that they can trust us to come and share that information so that we can help that student with support and resources.
Because again, the quicker we can get help, the quicker that student is recovering.
Absolutely.
So we want to encourage parents, we want to encourage students, if you see something, if you hear something that's concerning of any sort, reach out and tell someone. Tell a teacher, tell a counselor, tell a police officer, and say something, right?
Absolutely.
Just say something. So, Sean, thanks so much for being with us. And folks, stay right there. We do have a lot more accent excellence still to come.
Did you know the Roanoke County Sheriff's Office provides the Identify a Kid program to the public? This free program provides parents with an identification card of their child, including a photograph, name, address, height and weight, blood type, social security number, and other important info. Along with the ID card, upon request, they can also fully fingerprint your child. This program is offered at most civic events that are geared towards children, or you can schedule an appointment. For more info, call 540-283-3107.
If you would like to adopt a pet, did you know that you can also go to the RCACP website and their Facebook page to look at pets for adoption? It's easy to do. Simply go to their website at rcacp.org or visit their Facebook page. Both sites include information and pictures of animals waiting to be adopted. Help make a difference in the life of a pet today. Adopt from the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection.
Cared then, I need you to care now. Don't turn a blind eye to teenage drinking.
Hi, and welcome back to Accent Excellence. We've come to Herman L. Horn Elementary School, and joining me is Tina Coffey. She's one of our ITRTs, and Michelle Leinberger, fourth grade teacher here at Herman L. Horn. And folks, we're talking about something kind of new coming to the classroom. At the same time, just different. We're talking about video games in a classroom, but in an educational setting. It's all about Minecraft. Tina, what's going on?
Well, our division for about the past year has had access to Minecraft EDU. So today we are actually going to be using Minecraft to explore the ideas around Jamestown.
And so kind of walk me through the exercise, because Minecraft, building, Jamestown, what's up?
So the students are going to appear in the game inside of one of the ships that came to Jamestown. They'll be anchored off of the coast, and they'll have to row ashore, find a space to build Jamestown, and then use resources in order to try and do that. So it's a simulation of what the settlers went through.
And Michelle, there's some certain parameters, of course, that they have to follow.
Of course. So they've been studying about Jamestown for the past several weeks. They've learned in cause and effect. But we like to bring in some of the 21st century skills, not just, memorizing facts. Social studies has gone beyond that now. So what we're trying to do is get them to collaborate, critical thinking, communication, and bringing that into it. And our ITRTs, like Tina Coffey here, have been able to give us resources like Minecraft. We've done breakout boxes, lots of technology-based things that make it more engaging for our students.
And that's really kind of the key behind this, is that it's all about getting students to not just learn the content, but really interact with it.
Absolutely. And it makes it more meaningful for them. It sticks with them longer. And again, it's more than just memorizing facts and dates and events.
At the same time, Tina, this is fun, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The kids are going to have a blast. They actually don't know yet that that's what they're doing. So when they come in and they find out, they're going to be very surprised and very excited. But a lot of them bring skills already from where they did Minecraft at home. So they're going to actually be able to showcase some of their skills from home too.
And part of it is that it's bringing in, again, something that is very familiar to them into the educational setting, but maybe seeing this tool in a whole different light.
Exactly, yeah. So we use Minecraft in different ways to be able to tap into students' enthusiasm about it, and to be able to allow them to apply some of those things that they are learning in school actually in something that they really enjoy.
So talk to me a little bit about, so for Jamestown, okay, so, this is coming onto shore and building something completely new. Where do you think that the kids are going to go with this?
Well, they're going to have to take their background knowledge. They understand that when the settlers arrived at Jamestown, that there were no structures. It's not like today where you're moving from one house to another. So they're going to have to find natural resources. There are going to be hardships that they face. There are going to be problems and solutions that they have to come up with. So it's going to take it to the next level for them.
This is just one more example of how technology has really become a foundation in learning, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yes. Especially in Roanoke County Schools, we do a great job of using technology to really foster learning.
So Tina, this tool, using Minecraft EDU, obviously we're using it here in a social studies setting, but it works in so many other disciplines as well.
It really does. We have ITRTs in our division that have been using it in math class. So I know at Penn Forest they've been building place value structures and applying some math skills. At Fort Lewis, the students use the coding component of Minecraft EDU to be able to explore volume and area within the world. And then we also have other social studies projects, like I know at Cundiff, they have been building pyramids. So they've been simulating Egypt and building pyramids. And also in language arts, and I think it was Back Creek, they were exploring characters in Minecraft and some empathy by building different houses for people with different needs.
You could almost do like a reader's theater kind of concept even through Minecraft using the different characters.
Yes, and actually we have another lesson that's upcoming where we're going to be building fairy tales and recreating fairy tales in there too. So lots of different applications for Minecraft EDU across the curriculum.
There's tremendous potential. And again, you teach reading as well. More tools that are available, again, to get students to interact and be engaged.
Absolutely. We're fortunate, again, as Tina said, here in Roanoke County to have, not only ITRTs that can help our students, but they help teachers as well. They provide us with a lot of resources so we can make learning more engaging.
Well, it's all about engaging learning here at Roanoke County Public Schools. So Tina and Michelle, thanks so much for being with us, and stay right there. We have a lot more Accent Excellence still to come.
The Roanoke County Sheriff's Office presents RAD, the Rape Aggression Defense Program. RAD is a comprehensive self-defense course only for women that begins with awareness, prevention, risk reduction, and avoidance, while progressing to the basics of hands-on defensive training. Students must attend all 4 classes to complete the course. Simulation is strictly voluntary, and students can complete the course if they choose not to volunteer, but they must be present. For more info, call 540-283-3107.
This is who I am. I can't do it alone. I'm a good person, and the truth is, I break the law. I ignore what my parents taught me, and I thought everything they said was a joke. No longer can it be said that I am my own person. I'll tell you one thing for sure. I've become a slave to the drinking crowd. I refuse to accept that I can be confident in myself and be popular without beer or drugs. A person like me can easily be forgotten. But wait, what if that's all wrong? What if I don't have to be forgotten? A person like me can easily be popular without beer or drugs. I can be confident in myself, and I refuse to accept that I've become a slave to the drinking crowd. I'll tell you one thing for sure. I am my own person. No longer can it be said that I thought everything they said was a joke. I ignore what my parents taught me, and I break the law. The truth is, I'm a good person. I can't do it alone. This is who I am.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this month's edition of Accent Excellence. If you'd like to learn more about Roanoke County Public Schools, be sure to check us out online and remember to like us on Facebook and Twitter. We're here at Northside High School where they play unified. I'm Chuck Lionberger. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.